automate your financial life.
You need to automate.
If you don't automate it, you're not going to get there.
What's up, guys? Yasir here. If you've ever tried to create a budget or save some money over and failed, it might be because the system you created is too complicated. Today, I'm going to teach you the simplest way to budget and automate your savings in the history of humanity. With this simple strategy, I've managed to simplify my own life and will help you easily manage yours. I've literally sat down with dozens of my friends and set this up for them, only for them to come back later and tell me how much money they saved. But I gotta warn you, this video is very detailed, and if you skip any part of this video, it could be the thing that delays you from achieving financial freedom. Budgeting and saving is so simple, and it doesn't have to involve creating some complex spreadsheet. It only requires you to have the right mindset. I made a video about that, details in the description below. And it requires you set your direct deposit up correctly and have a couple of banks. Firstly, you're gonna need 2 banks that you like. Do your research and shop around for banks that have low to no fees. With the rise of online banking has become a commodity. Once we found your 2 banks, one of those banks is what I like to call a no access bank. The no access bank essentially means that you have no easy access to that money. If you're disciplined like me, take the debit card that they ship to you and stick it in a sock drawer, hopefully never to see the light of day again. If you're not disciplined, when they give you a debit card, you're going to clip it up and throw it in the trash. Bank 2 is for spending money. This is where you buy and spend on your daily life. This is your fun money. You can use this account for day-to-day expenses, the ATM, shopping, or paying off your current credit card balance. The no access bank is primarily used for 3 things. 1, your emergency fund / paying yourself first fund. 2, your short-term goals fund. And 3, your monthly recurring expenses. Again, the goal is not to have easy access to this bank. There are 4 percentages you need to know to manage your money in the process that I'm about to describe. First, 15% is into your pay yourself first account. Second, 5% into your short-term savings account. Third, 50% into your monthly recurring expenses account. And fourth, 30% into your spending money. Let's focus on the pay yourself first account. Paying yourself first is one way to find room for investing and to prioritize savings for emergencies, home ownership, and retirement. If you're new to personal finance, my recommendation for that 15% should flow in this order. When one step is complete, then move on to the next step. Priority number 1 is building a $1,000 emergency fund. This is to take care of unexpected incidentals that occur in your day-to-day life. This is not the end-all be-all. This is just a starter emergency fund to cover your ass for a while. Priority number 2 is to pay off all your outstanding debt. Priority number 3, build a 3 to 6 month emergency fund. Priority number 4, contribute to your employer 401k up to the match, or max it out if you're really prioritizing retirement savings. Priority number 5, max out your Roth IRA or traditional IRA. Priority number 6, contribute to your brokerage account. And lastly, priority number 7, hit that subscribe button. So if any of this is helpful, please join my community. I have more great content planned to help you achieve your professional and financial goals. After you pay yourself first by allocating 15% of your income to that account, reward yourself by paying yourself another 5% into your short-term savings. This is money you save for large purchases like a new TV, a vacation, or Christmas gifting. Once you're done paying yourself first for short and long-term goals, then 50% to your monthly recurring expenses account. This is where you pay your rent, utilities, groceries, and transportation expenses from. Be mindful that sometimes you may have money left over here every month. I would recommend leaving that money there for seasonal fluctuations in spending. For instance, your utility bills may be lower in the spring and fall, but expensive in the summer and winter to account for cooling and heating. After all recurring bills are paid, then 30% or everything left over is used for whatever you want. If you're like me, I put everything on my credit card, then pay it off in full every month. You can also use this account for ATM or other daily wants. Just remember to live within your means, and you should never spend more money than you're able to pay off in full. Here's a fictitious example of how this waterfall would work for someone if they're making $50,000 a year after taxes. 15% or $625 into your pay yourself first account. 5% or $208 into your short-term savings account. 50% or $2,083 into your monthly recurring expenses account. And 30% or $1,250 into your spending account. Imagine over the course of the year having saved $10,000 between your short and long-term savings account. I completely understand that cash flow could be an issue. My recommendation is to save 15 to 20% of your income. If it feels like too much, give yourself 1 to 2% of relief. If this is still too much, give yourself another 1 to 2% of relief. Pay yourself 13% or 10% or 5% or 1%. Just save something. There are opportunities to save at all income levels. Just build a savings habit. Get used to living off less than you earn, and in parallel, seek opportunities that will allow you to generate more income. There are opportunities to save something at all income levels. If you feel like you're working really hard and driving tons of value for your organization, it might be time to ask for a raise. I'll link that video here, and check out one of these videos for more personal finance and professional development tips. Thanks for watching.